This is an exclusive, family. This is the Answers to the Problem book by Prophet W.D. Fard. Fresh off the press, I'm going to give y'all a few excerpts from 3 chapters so you get the gist of what's in this particular book. This is the opening. Prophet W.D. Fard Muhammad was eventually identified as the, quote, Supreme Allah, or God of Gods, by the first, last, and only messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. E.g., for example, quote, all Muslims are Allahs, but we call the Supreme Allah the Supreme Being, and he has a name of his own. This name is Fard Muhammad. The last messenger explained in his 1972 Theology of Time series that Islam is mathematics, and mathematics is Islam. And the Supreme Allah willed his angels to help the mentally dead to help themselves. However, no angel is equal to or on the level of Allah and his messenger. And no true believer should take the teachings of any minister, angel, FOI, and or MGT over the divine, direct, and original teachings of Messenger Elijah Muhammad. The angels warn, only the messenger's message will properly guide us through this age of mess. Quote, but the Lord God will not let any of us be blind today to the truth. This is why he came himself, to be sure that there will not be any mistake made. Allah God makes for himself a messenger. Then Allah God guides the messenger himself. He does not leave the messenger to do all of the guiding. Then Allah God sends angels to see that his guidance is carried out like he taught the messenger to do. By Messenger Elijah Muhammad, our Savior has arrived, page 108, published in 1974. Elaboration of problem number 1 that's in a problem book. Mr. W.D. Fard's father is the brother of the so-called African Americans in the wilderness of North, Central, and South America, including the various islands. Stress kills, and the anxiety and depression of trying to survive after chattel slavery without reparations is still breaking the hearts of Black people literally, spiritually, socially, economically, morally, politically, and intellectually. To extract the pulse beat of a heart that beats circa or about 78 times per minute over 45 years, 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds in a solar year, you can simply multiply the 78 beats per minute by the number of minutes in a year and multiply the said 45 years. There are 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds on a solar day. In applied mathematics, we use 60 minutes in an hour and 24 hours in a day and 365.25 days in a year, calculating a leap year every 4 years to account for the circa or 0.25 days in the orbit of Asia or Earth around Al Shams, the sun. The said uncle's heart beats at 78 times per minute for 45 years total, circa 69,761,400 beats for the 45 years of his physical lifespan. Elaboration of problem number 2. The wife of Mr. W.D. Fard's uncle in the wilderness of North America is the aunt of Mr. W.D. Fard. The SAD, or standard American diet, physically and mentally, is genetically opposed to the nature of the original woman. There's a negative effect to every negative cause: overweight, obesity, headaches, heartaches, cavities, cancers, arthritis, acne, and rheumatism. Inflammation in the joints, muscles, or connective tissues must be prevented or treated. She doesn't eat 1 meal a day, so she has trouble frequently with high blood pressure and registers more than 32. The cave doctors considers normal 120/80. Her pulse is nearly 80 times per minute, and sadly, she physically died at the age of 47. Mr. W.D. Fard asks, quote, how many times did her pulse beat in 47 years? Since her pulse beats circa nearly 80 times per minute over 47 years, 80 pulse rate times 60-minute hours times 24-hour day times 365.25 days per year, and her 47 years of physical life equals 80 times 60 equals 4,800. 4,800 times 24 equals 115,200. 115,200 times 365.25 equals 42,075,600. 42,075,600 times 47 years equals 1,977,432,200 before she physically died. And we never had one person come back from a physical death in over 76 trillion years. Elaboration of problem number 3. The Mahdi said, a sheep contains 14 square feet. 1/10 of a square inch contains 10,000 hairs. How many will a 14 square feet contain? The answer is complex for those that hear the question, but simple for those that listen to the question. A. 1/10 of a square inch contains 10K or 10,000 hairs growing at different rates. B. A black sheep of the family contains 14 square feet. C. To manifest how many hairs are in a square feet, we should convert the area from square feet to square inches. D. If 1 square foot is equal to 144 square inches, that is the same as 12 inches multiplied by 12 inches. E. Simply multiply the number of square feet by 144 to manifest the area in square inches. F. 14 square feet times 144 square inches equals 2016. G. 2016 square inches times 10,000 hairs equals 20,160,000. H. Thus, a sheep that contains 14 square feet will contain circa about 20,160,000 hairs. We're going to pause right there, but we want you to know we're giving you that fire like that. The whole entire problem book elaborated on by the elaborator. Get the raw teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is the stuff COINTELPRO don't want y'all to read. Now, this information is not going through the internet and none of that stuff like that there. You can only get it exclusively by the information that's going to be in this video. We're going to, once payment is made, we will mail your book to you with a tracking number within 24 hours of confirmation of payment. There is no mystery guide making this happen. As you see, in order to answer this, to publish this, to get this truth in your hands, you got to patronize your own people in business. Let's make it happen. To order the book, send $29.95 by check or money order to HHW Inc, P.O. Box 1143, Exton, Pennsylvania 19341. Or you can do it by Cash App to $NAALINSTITUTE That's $NAALINSTITUTEINC. All books will be mailed first class at the U.S. Postal Service within 24 hours of confirmation of your payment. The struggle continues. Peace.